We all know that EA Sports FC is going to be the next iteration, the next title within the franchise. And we all have an expectation of when it's going to release, September, October time. But just like every previous year, it's not just a case of us sitting here and waiting for the release. There are a lot of things that happen between now and when it is finally released to the public. And in this video, I'm going to be going through absolutely everything that will happen. But before we do get into the video, if you're still going through FIFA 23 and you want to take advantage of the low prices, then there is no better place than SkyCoach. SkyCoach offers cheap, fast and reliable FIFA 23 coins so that you don't have to waste time going through the grind every single week, but instead just get those coins added to your account. All you need to do is select the platform, how many coins you want, and within a few short hours, those coins will be added to your account, ready for you to do really anything you want. You want to build a team? Go build a team. You want to go through draft? Go through draft. If you want to do a massive pack opening, do a massive pack opening. There is a link in the description down below, and if you use Fnatic at checkout, you'll also get yourself a 10% discount.
Nice.
Now, let's actually talk about what's going to happen between now and the release of EA Sports FC. At the time recording this video, there is no official release date, although it has been rumored to be the 29th of September. But technically, you will be able to get it earlier. Let us explain. In the current situation that we're in, nothing has really been officially announced. Of course, we're getting loads of leaks, and EA have said that the next title will be called EA Sports FC, but we're still waiting for a full reveal within July. When you head over to the official EA Sports website, it will tell you learn more this July. EA Sports FC is the next chapter into the world's game. We can't wait to show you the future of football. Sign up below and be one of the first to join the club in July, which would be a notification of all the live streams and all the content that they will reveal. And typically it plans out like this. There will be a full EA Sports FC trailer. Following this, it is then broken down into the various game modes and core gameplay features. So it will be the main EA Sports FC trailer, be it just a couple minutes long, and then it will go into a gameplay trailer with potentially a live stream, which will also be a gameplay reveal. This is where they'll go a bit more in depth and talk about specific gameplay features that are added as part of EA Sports FC. Think about if there's any new technology, Hypermotion 3.0. Very similar to what they did with previous years in FIFA 23 and FIFA 22. Whatever it is going to be this year, that's what they'll talk about within that live stream alongside the trailer. And then it goes into the various game modes. Ultimate Team being the biggest will most likely be the first one, then it will be career mode, and then it will go on to Volta and Pro Clubs, and then it will be any additional stuff if there is any smaller features that they do want to talk about. Alongside all of this, they will also release pitch notes. Now, pitch notes on the live streams are slightly different. And this is why it's a good idea if you are a big fan of FIFA as well as what will be EA Sports FC to make sure that you go to both. Because typically you will get the live stream, the trailers, which will give you the information that you need to know, but over on the pitch notes, there will be more in-depth videos, and also it will explain more in depth with the features themselves. In previous years, we've seen them talk about pro clubs, and they'll talk about how new traits and skills and features will be added, and then won't actually say which ones they are. They may go through and say some of their favorite ones, but over on the pitch notes, it will give an in-depth review detailing exactly which one is which, what they do, what they cost, the ranks that you need to get to unlock them. A lot more thorough. But with all of this, the live streams, the pitch notes, this is just the beginning. And it will start towards the end of July, going all the way through to the beginning of August. But at the exact same time that this is going, there is another two things to talk about. The main thing is the EA Sports FC closed beta. The beta will take place, and the whole point of this is to give access to different types of people with different backgrounds on different platforms so that EA can get feedback on the different game modes and then improve them, remove any problems, any bugs before the full release. How you get access to this is really down to luck. You just need to be invited. To increase your chances, it does help if you have multiple accounts, and with each of those accounts, you have your email set to your current email for that account, and you also go through your Origin settings and EA settings to make sure that you've enabled EA to actually send emails to you for promotional offers and play tests. If you have this off, there is no possible way that EA will reach out to you. But it is worth highlighting that a very small percentage of people do get invited. In all my years of playing FIFA since 2005, and then going through Ultimate Team every single year from 09, but being religiously addicted since FIFA 12, I've only ever been invited twice. And that has been the last 2 years. So hopefully this will be 3 times in a row. If you do get invited, you are not allowed to share anything. You're not allowed to talk about it in videos, live streams. You're not allowed to share screenshots, recorded gameplay. It is a closed beta, and upon accepting the terms and conditions to actually go into this closed beta, you are pretty much accepting the terms and conditions alongside an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement. If you reveal any footage, EA will find out who you are and they will ultimately remove you, potentially removing you from any future game as well. Because the whole point of this is so that EA can get feedback so that they can improve the game before the full release. And everything that you do on the closed beta will not transfer over. The second thing that happens at this exact same time, and this is something that isn't public, but there is an internal close date for those that do create new accounts on FIFA that will get access to the web app on its release. Now we are jumping ahead a bit, but just before EA Sports FC will release, there will also be a release to the web app. Now the web app will give you access to the game in terms of the transfer market, SBCs, building your club, opening packs, doing all of that stuff before you actually get the game. But how EA decides who actually gets access to the web app, it comes down to if they had an active account within the previous FIFA. Because chances are, if they have an active account within the previous FIFA, they are going to be a customer who's going to buy the game for the following year. One thing that EA does not want is for loads of people just before the build-up of EA Sports web app, maybe a couple days or even a few weeks before, to create loads of fake accounts so that they can ultimately then milk the game mode on the web app, open loads of packs, getting their loyalty bonuses, trading across them, and then not really doing anything with it, selling on their accounts or doing whatever they want, not really playing the game, because EA would not get anything out of it if they just stopped by the time EA Sports FC is released. So to prevent this as much as possible, they will actually put an internal date, which is normally sometime in August. They don't put this public, but if you create an account after that date, unfortunately, you will not get access to the web app on the release. The only way that you will get access is once EA Sports FC is fully released, and then you play a certain amount of games to prove you're an active player, and then you'll get access. And also the early access of your 10 hours, that doesn't actually count. But yeah, again, we're jumping ahead, so we'll talk a bit more about that in a sec. These are the two main things that will happen within August. That brings us to September. September kicks off when those which are connected to EA and are part of their program get invited to play EA Sports FC early. This is where you'll see the pack openings, the live streams, the content, a lot of it very exciting times, and this really kicks things off. But alongside this, EA is also revealing additional content. At this point, they'll start to release the top 100 player ratings within EA Sports FC. This will go down every couple of days, counting from 100 to 90, 90 to 80, 80 to 70, so on until it goes down to the top 5. And they'll also release content on FIFA 23. This will happen at the beginning of September, maybe even late August. So this is potentially another thing that could be happening in August itself. The content that gets added to FIFA 23 will be SBCs, objectives, any types of challenges, and typically they will reward you with loan players, coin bonuses, maybe some few small packs, which can then be claimed on the release of EA Sports FC. So you're pretty much giving up players for nothing within FIFA 23, but you'll get those rewards back to your account within EA Sports FC. For this, it's important that you do have an email address which is associated to both accounts on the release, and you link everything together. Otherwise, things might be a bit messy. And that will bring us all the way up to the middle of September. At some point between the 10th of September going all the way up to the 20th of September, somewhere in there, it does depend on the full release date of EA Sports FC, but typically during this time, the FIFA 23 web app will go offline, so you will not be able to have access to this. It will go down for maintenance, and then it will come back online whatever day that may be, which will then give you access to the web app. Yet again, as long as you had an active account before that August internal date, then you will be able to have access to the web app without being able to pre-order the EA Sports FC game. And likewise, on the exact same day that the web app goes live, typically this is also when you can go through early access. This is with EA Play. With your subscription, you will be able to go and get 10 hours early access. And just to reiterate, if you're planning to create a new account and you don't create it before that August internal release date, you will not have access to the web app because it will tell you that you need to be an active player and you need to play a certain amount of games on EA Sports FC, but none of the games that you play on EA Sports FC during the early access with that subscription, they do not count. Unless EA changes the rules this year, but typically this is something that never has counted before. You would need to wait until the full release. But either way, as long as you're fine with both of those, you will be able to go and use the web app and early access, in which it's advised that if you're going to play games, you only go and log onto your console and go and use your 10 hours early access. But if you're trading, going through SBCs, trying to build your team, all of the other stuff that can just be done within the menus, you would log off the console, make sure that you exit your application and close everything down, and then move over to the web app so that you can get the most amount of game time. Normally, there's a few glitches that you can do to get unlimited hours, but with that, we will need to go and wait and see if that's still a viable option on the release of the early access. Now with this, it is just around the corner from the full release, but there is one other thing. Remember earlier how I said the rumored release date is the 29th of September, but you could get it early? Well, the web app and early access is two ways in which you can get early, but also normally EA releases an Ultimate Edition or another edition, whether or not they're going to call it something different this year. But typically the Ultimate Edition is released 3 days before the Standard Edition, and early access is released 5 days before the Ultimate Edition. And if EA was to go and follow this exact same layout, it means if the rumored date for the Standard Edition, the full release, is the 29th of September, it would mean that on the 26th of September, that is when the EA Sports FC Ultimate Edition gets released. And on the 21st of September, that is when the web app, as well as the EA Play Early Access, where you get 10 hours, is also released. Yet again, this does go off the idea that it is a rumored release date and nothing is official as of yet. But typically, these dates are fairly close together, and typically, the Ultimate Edition releases before Standard Edition, and Early Access will of course release before both of these. And this is everything that will happen between right now, the time in which you're watching this video, as long as it is close to you watching this video when this video was released, all the way to the release of EA Sports FC sometime September, potentially even October. If you do have any questions about anything, then please let us know in the comment section down below. But anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But for now, I'm going. So see ya.